أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم Surah Al-Ma'arij ayah number 15. On the day of judgment the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described the ahwal, how the sky will be, how the mountain will be. A friend will not ask about another friend, even if they see him. The criminal will wish to give in compensation his son, his wife, his brother, his tribe, and the whole whatever is in the earth, and then so that he can be saved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Kalla, by no means, which means it can, like never. Okay, Kalimatur Rad'a, as I told you, that Kalla is Kalimatur Rad'a. Okay? Like whatever the previous thing is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, never. It is not true. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, by no means, yani never. Whatever you think that if I give in compensation, something will happen. No. Innaha, indeed this fire, ladwa is a flame. Okay? So a pure fire which has no smoke is called ladwa. Remember, this lamp is not for ta'kid. This is part of the word. Okay, so innaha ladwa. This whole thing is one word. It is ladwa, like it is a flaming fire. Nazza'atan. Okay, so look, I told you. Naz'a means pulling out. Okay, that is why the time before death is called halatun naza', because soul is taken out from him. And Allah also say, وَالنَّاذِعَاتِ غَرْقًا. I swear by those angels that they pull the soul of the bad people forcefully. Okay? So now, keeping that in mind, a person who is a puller, ism fa'il will be nazi'a. Nazi'a is the puller. And if you say no, I want to put more meaning in it. So putting more meaning, like very much puller, extremely puller. So that ism is called ismul mubalagha. Mubalagha, okay? So this is called ism fa'il, and you change it into ismul mubalagha to put more meaning in it. So that will become what? Nazza', a big puller. If you forget it, so remember this. Ghafir, you see? And Ghaffar sound the same. Nazza', Ghaffar, Qahhar, Jabbar. They are all ismul mubalagha, okay? Now a female, okay, which is Nazza' will be what? Nazza'atun. Okay? Nazza'atun. Okay? Okay. And then Ghaffar, the scarf by which the women tie their forehead, in Arabic it is called Ghiffaratun. Okay? So now look here. Nazza'atan, that fire is a female, is extremely pull out. Lishawa. Shawa is plural, shawa, and the single is shawatun. Okay, shawatun. And it has several meanings. What one meaning say the skin of the fingers, the side. Okay, but the most of the mufassirin they say skin of the scalp, which is very painful, and the fire go all the way to the head. So I'll say it will pull out the skin of the scalp. You know, scalp mean head. Tad'u, it will give da'wat. It will invite. Man, the one, adbara. Idbar mean bake. Okay, showing bake is called idbar. So adbara mean who turned his back. Then tawalla, we will use it for what? Turned away his face. from haq. Okay? So how will you say in Urdu? Peet pera or be ruhi. Ruh means face. Okay, so be ruhi ki or peet pera, right? So man adbara, the one who turned his back away, watawalla, and he turned away his face. So that person will be called by the fire. Come to me, I am for you, you are for me. Okay, that will be a horrible scene. May Allah protect all of us. Wajama'a, he did adbara wa tawalla. The third crime is he piled, he collected the wealth. Okay? Fa'aw'a. You remember I told you, وَتَعِيَهَا أُذُنٌ وَاعِيَةٌ a few days before, right? Preserving ear. The one who keep the information, not volatile. So, aw'a mean, क्या कहते हैं उर्दू में? सेंत कर रखा. सेंत, हाँ? नहीं? No? क्यों नहीं? Okay, so, which mean he preserved it. Hoarding. Look, this is the English word if you like this one. क्यों नहीं आपको पता नहीं है? उर्दू में कहते हैं ना इस तरह, सेंत. सेंत है ना? सेंत कर रखा. जोड़ जोड़ कर रखा. He's enjoying. He take the money out from the safe and keep on counting it, enjoying it. Or he check his bank balance and he look at it. Okay, how many came today? Right? وَجَمَعَ, and he piled, he collected the money for aw'a and hoarded it. Keep it. Okay? So, then what it mean? That is a crime. If you give even for zakat, you are fine. You're not coming in this way either. Okay? 2.5% well calculated you give. And if you give more charities, that will nurun ala nur. Okay? So that is why when these kind of things came, the Sahaba got very scared. Okay? وَالَّذِينَ يَكْنِزُونَ الذَّهَبَ وَالْفِضَّةَ. Okay? وَلَا يُنْفِقُ فَبَشِّرْهُمْ بِيَوْمَ يُحْمَى عَلَيْهَا فِي نَارٍ. So Sahaba got very scared. They say everyone has a little bit extra money. So what is the definition of kanz? So the Sahabas, the Prophet told that if you give zakat from it, it is not kanz. It is not coming in that way. Okay? So zakat is very important. Ramadan is coming for zakat. Calculated. Innal insana, indeed the human being, khuliqa, he is created halu'an. Okay, halu'an, kam himmat. Himma, right? And kam in Urdu means less. Though there's no one word in English. So we say weak in courage. Okay, because courage less will have zero courage. But in Urdu we say kam himmat. Where says be himmat. Okay? So halua mean, and if you say no, I don't understand halua, so Allah say, I will translate it to you. Halua is the one, Al-Qur'an yufassiru ba'dahu ba'da. Okay, the best explanation of the Qur'an is through the Qur'an. Sirat al-ladhina an'amta alayhim. The path of those that your bounty is upon them. Who are they? أولئك الذين أنعم الله عليهم من النبيين والصديقين والشهداء والصالحين وحسن أولئك رفيقا. Then you say, who are Siddiqeen? وَالَّذِينَ in Surah Al-Hadid, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا بِاللَّهِ وَرُسُلِهِ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الصِّدِّيقُونَ. Right? So one ayah is explained by the other ayah. So this is a good example. Who is halua? So Allah says, I will tell you who is halua. إِذَا مَسَّهُ, when he is touched by الشَّرُّ, the bad condition. جَذُوعًا, he become impatient, بِصَبْرًا. Okay, so how we translate that jazua mean the one who has less sabr? This is also from the Quran. Because in the Quran Allah say, the people of Jahannam will say, look, the people of Jahannam will say, sawa'un alayna ajazi'na am sabarna. You see? So sabr and jaza, they come opposite, which means the opposite of sabr is what? Bolo na. जज़ा, वही बोलते भी नहीं हो, एक थोड़ा चेपी के आया करो. Okay, सवाउन अलैना अजज़अना अम सबरना. So if somebody asks you, what is jaza? You say, impatient, right? So now look here. So when a bad condition come upon him, he become impatient, nervous, anxious. وَإِذَا مَسَّهُ الْخَيْرُ, and when the good condition touch him, manu'a, he become miserly, kanjus, bakhil. Okay? He say, oh, this is mine, this is mine. Before he was making only less money. He was okay with that. When more money came, budget more, now he think more. He think even more. This thing never finish. So who is halua? Jazua and manua is halua. Right? In good condition, if a person is manua, so he is who? Halua. In bad condition, a person is jazu, who is he? He is halua. Okay? وَإِذَا مَسَّهُ الْخَيْرُ مَنُوعًا. Okay? This is how it is. So now, go ahead.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Kalla, never. Innaha, indeed, it. Lada is flameless fire. Flaming fire. Nazza'atan. Nazza'atan.
Don't make the za thick. Can you tell him how the za is?
Nazza'atan. Nazza'atan.
Forceful puller.
Forceful puller. Lishawa, from the skin of scalp. Tad'u, it invites him. Man, the one, it will invite. Man, the one. Adbara, who turns his back. Watawalla, and turns away his face. Wa jama'a, and he collected the wealth. Fa'awwa, and hoarded it. Innal insana, indeed the human being, khulika is created, halu'an, weak in courage. Iza, when massahu, he is touched, asharu, by the bad.
He is touched by.
He is touched by. Asharru, bad condition. Jazu'an, he becomes impatient. Wa iza, and when massahu, he is touched by al khairu, a good condition. Manu'an, he becomes miserly.
Okay, now this lam, comment on this lam.
The lam would be thin.
Thin, why?
Because there is no dhamma.
No. Every lamb in the Qur'an, which is not the name of Allah,
is thin.
Thin. So when you say why it is thin, what will you say?
Every lam except the lam in name of Allah is thin.
So if I tell you this lamb, comment on this lamb, you say it will be thin because it is not the name of Allah.
Right.
Okay, every lamb. Don't say ulaika. How will you say?
Ulaika.
Okay? Don't say alladhina. How will you say?
Allazina.
Alladhina. Okay. Here.
Noon mutashaddad gunna.
Here.
Tanween followed by lam, it will be idgham bila gunna.
Dekho. Here.
Dal with sukoon, it will be qalqala.
Qalqala. Here.
Noon sakin followed by alf, there will be hamza, it will be izhar. Izhar.
So now look here. Never ever call this alif. The minute that something come on alif, it become
hamza.
Okay, fatha, kasra, damma, sukoon, tanween, all are what?
Hamza.
Hamza, okay. Man adbara. In the ra?
Ra would be thin.
Thick.
Thick.
Because
there is a fatha on it.
Fatha. Okay. And this will be?
Qalqala.
Adbara.
Adbara.
Barani. Bara.
Adbara.
Because he's a thick. Adbara.
Adbara.
Here?
Wawlin. Noon mutashaddad. Gunna. noon sakin followed by seen, it'll be ikhfa.
Do it.
Innal insana.
ठीक है ना, this इख्फा will be thin, right? हाँ, ये इख्फा thin करो जिस तरह, हाँ बोलो.
Innal insana.
हाँ, इंसान, हाँ, خلق هلوعا إذا مسه الشر جزوعا وإذا مسه الخير منوعا. ठीक है, हाँ.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كلا إنها لظى نزاعة للشوى تدعو من أدبر وتولى وجمع فأوعى. إن الإنسان خلق هلوعا إذا مسه الشر جزوعا وإذا مسه الخير منوعا.
وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله.